I hate when my mother does that and then I proceed to do it. Does anybody else keep like 87 drinks with them at all times? I need my Stanley Cup with lemon water and more ice than humanly possible. My warm drink here. There's a room temperature water bottle floating around here somewhere, and a carbonated, aka angry water, floating around here also as well. And then for dinner I'll drink something sweet. I wanted to say that this week has been amazing and I thoroughly enjoyed filming this video and this type of content. So let's get into the vlog. I bet y'all never thought y'all would see me from this angle again. But welcome to the vlog. Mom and I are headed to New York for the book event for Nicole Walters' book release. The book is called Nothing Is Missing. And yeah, we're headed over there early because everything is first come, first serve. So we're probably just gonna sit and hang out in the bookstore, which is fine with me. But yeah, that's where we're headed. I'll get some footage while we're there. I'll let y'all see my mama for proof of life. And yeah, we should have a good time. Okay, so a part of my new lifestyle and diagnosis is I have to eat like on a schedule. So lunch today is hot dogs because it was already in the house. I didn't have to worry about stopping to get something, which can be very frustrating for me. I have like decision fatigue so bad when it comes to food, so bad. But I also packed some snacks in my bag real quick before. Big ass Glamaholic lifestyle bag, my favorite purse. Before mom gets in the car, quick reading update. I'm still reading through Trinity, and I actually put it in my bag because we're gonna be there a little early, so I can sit and read while we are waiting before the event starts. But I'm listening to Teach Me by Alexandria House. It is a romance. I am gonna do a black romance video for you all. Some people left comments saying that that's what they wanted, but I got words. This book is so dang good. It is so good, y'all. It is telling the story of this professor, and she is in a relationship with a former student. Everybody is of consenting age, so don't panic. And it's just telling their relationship. There's also I'm not gonna go into detail because my mother is now standing here, but I'm gonna just say that it's spicy. Okay, it's spicy. So that's what I'm reading right now. It's actually a part of a series by her. There are 3 books. I already used my Audible credits for the other 2 books. Would you like to say hi to my vlog? You gotta.
Hi, y'all.
You had to.
What happened?
All the way.
I didn't know if they could see me.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's my reading update.
We need to
get gas.
tank up here.
Okay. So yeah, that's all I have for right now. See you soon. Okay, bye. Say bye. I mean, they're gonna see you again, but an hour later, we are in the city. We just parked the car and we are walking to the Barnes and Nobles. Barnes and Noble. Okay, this is a Barnes and Nobles I've never been in. I already am not liking it because I don't like escalators. I've been afraid of them since I was a child. I don't like this. This is what we are here for. It keeps picking up, Mom. This is what we're here for. Here is the book. I'm so excited to get my hard copy. And then Seth Godin, I'm assuming that's how that's pronounced, is who is interviewing her. So yeah, I don't know who he is. All right. Alright, let's see what they have. I see they have a whole Zadie Smith section, which is cool. I have the audiobook for this. I just haven't listened to it yet. What's on this side? Look, Ma, let's point out all the books I've read. I said, let's point out all the books I've read. This this is one I read. The essay Cosby, All the Sinners Bleed.
Okay.
I feel like this side probably not gonna have much because this is more thriller type stuff. With the Fourth Wing, we read that.
Yep, definitely read Fourth Wing.
Right.
Walter
Mosley.
The Adventures of Mina. I've just finished that.
Right,
one.
Mommy read The Adventures of Mina Al-Farafi. I started that one. I recently was looking at Masters of Death. I read The Niger Wife.
Niger.
That's not what I thought when I first was suggested that book either, Mom. Okay, she's going that way. I'm coming over here. Ooh, the Chain Gang All-Stars, I want that one. I have The Whispers. I read the postcard. That was really good, actually. That's something that I read while I was away. Medusa's Sisters look interesting. Ooh, that book right there, Everything's Fine. There was a lot of drama around that book. All right, let me go find my mama.
Down a bunch of trees, you open the door for a lot of people. It's gonna land with them in a way that they won't forget anytime soon.
Thank you. Yeah, it's unbelievable. I can't believe I'm here. I can't. This is just beyond. Aside from a preteen, which is a category in and of itself, you know, 21 just moved in with her boyfriend. That's a choice.
Right.
And then 24, which is, you know, every day there's something new. But
Right.
yes, they are all well.
There's a lot of their adventures in the book, and told with passion and joy and love and respect. But mostly the book is about the person who's reading it, and you are lighting up for them through your life what could be in our lives. Did that happen on purpose?
I think one of the things that was really powerful about writing this book was that as a mom, I knew I wanted to protect my children's right to write their own story.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that so much of what could be taught and what could be gained would be possible if I remembered that. So it actually made it a lot easier to say, okay, if I was looking from the outside in, what could I learn?
Right.
And that allowed me to be in this seat, kind of as a supporting character, especially around those stories, to them being the main character. And so I guess that's how that happened. So intentional, sure. I'm glad it worked, you know, but a byproduct of loving my babies.
Right, exactly.
Before that,
I'm going to edit your story. Very, very few people say, I'm on a full ride at a famous college, but they didn't give me any money for books or expenses. So therefore, in addition to working 2, maybe 3 jobs, I know I'll get on Wheel of Fortune.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you have to start with that.
Right, so yes, okay, so this is what happened. You know, I was in school, and I think a lot of us will know a full ride is hardly a full ride. There's still books to pay for. Those are $400, well now $1,000, right? There are still, you know, so many things that are expenditures that we have to cover. And so naturally, there's only so many hours in a day. I knew I couldn't get another job. And I don't know what my hard wiring is, but I surely was like, I feel like I should just project.
You can. I warned them that you would project, but try this.
Can you hear me in the back? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We'll just do that. Theater. So what made sense for me was that I said,
Stand up.
oh, No, it's weird. Sit. So, so what made sense for me, I think, at that point was, what could I try? Oh, use the mic for sure? Okay, no worries. How's this? Is this any better? Oh, this one's way better. I know. Yeah, this one's better. So what I decided to do was I said, okay, I'll just go on a game show. And I know that might sound really outlandish, but I've always thought if someone can do it, there must be a way. And it's actually really dangerous when I go into a Home Depot, because I'm like, they sell roofing tiles? I could probably do that, you know, like, so that's what happened. You know, I was like, I'm gonna give this a shot. And I went ahead and I applied, and you can hear in the story kind of how I rounded it down and said, what are my odds, you know, of really winning this? And I did it. I came in second.
I can tell the story. She's terrible.
I try not to give away the book. I don't want to spoil
No. That's not how it works. That's not
Isn't that how it works?
No. If you tell people at the end of 2001 Hal kills Dave,
right,
they might not go to the movie.
That's right.
But if you tell people that there's a rollicking story in the middle of this where you figured out how to bring passion to a room,
yeah,
they're going to be more likely to buy the book, not less likely. This isn't a thriller. We know how it turns out.
You say this like you've written books, Sam.
Okay. So what happens is, the first thing is, you don't want to go on one of the lesser game shows, because all you get is a toaster. And
that is
how
true.
it's a toaster.
That's the thing.
Right, exactly.
People don't know that. Wheel of Fortune is one of the only shows where no matter what place you get to keep your winnings.
So there's an analysis of this. And then she says, how can I be of service to the people who make the show? Because there are going to be hundreds and hundreds of people who want to get on the show for selfish reasons. And you say, how can I get on the show for generous reasons?
Yes, well, essentially, they're trying to make a great show. You know, they want to make sure it's entertaining. They want to make sure everyone to your left and right has a good time. So what can I bring to the room? You know, instead of me just saying I'm going there to win, while I'm there, what can I do that'll make it a goal for everyone met? So
you did some very smart marketing things. I won't say what they are because they're in the book. We want people to get the book.
It's in the book.
Okay, but at the end of your audition, 1,500 people had applied in Washington, D.C.
Yes.
Everyone's leaving the room, and what do you do?
Before I left, this is the thing, you're pointing out things that I never would have thought of. So I'm thinking to myself, this is normal. I went back and I made sure to say hi to everybody. Like, I went back and I said, you know, thank you for having me, and this was a good time. I mean, a lot of you who've known me for a while, that's not weird. You know what I mean? Like, I just went back and I was like, thanks for having me here. This was great. I had a good time. And even if I don't make the show, this was cool, because it was, you know? And
they said that you would hear from them in months, and a week later,
I was asked to be on the show.
Then you get to California. I'm leaving out a lot of details. You need to read the book.
Yes.
You get to California, and even Vanna is rooting for you to win.
Yes.
Who does that?
It was so fun. We were in the green room, which is like the behind the scenes backstage area. And they're like coming back to do the, hey, welcome to the show. Congratulations on being here. It's harder to get on this show than it is to get into Harvard. You're part of a rare club. Have fun, spin. You know, like that whole energy. And so, you know, and I'm back there like, okay, Pat, you know, like that sort of energy. And so, and they're, you know, I'm bubbling. I'm like this right now where I'm like, you know, and sure enough, they look at me and they're like, you are just having so much fun, and it's so fun to watch you play. You know, this is what the show is about. We want you to go out there and win. We want you to crush it. And so I did.
Well, okay. Yes, you did. You just didn't win.
Right.
But you crushed it.
Yes, I did crush it.
So the lesson that comes through for me is it's easy to look at a superstar like you and say, this woman is born a rock star. And this is just what happens when she walks into the room. But in fact, what comes through chapter after chapter as you share your story is you are bringing something that any of us could bring to the room.
Sure.
Look at y'all's Gigi at the front of the line, waiting to get our book signed.
Oh, thank you. Are they solo?
That was so good for so many different reasons. But and also, we're going to DC. So I'm excited. How we get out of here? I couldn't place myself to see how we got out of here. But yeah, we're going to DC for another one of her events. And I'm super excited. Are you excited? Are you excited?
Yeah.
So we'll get to hang out in DC for the day. Excuse me, on Wednesday. I'm sure it'll be an early day.
Good night.
Good night, you guys. Here we go on the escalator that I'm scared of. But yeah, I'm sure Wednesday will be I have no idea. The thing that I want, we probably not gonna be able to get till tomorrow because it's kind of late.
What?
A cheesesteak. But yeah, I'll try to get some footage in DC also as well.
Yeah.
It'll be a long day, but it'll be worth it. And we'll get to see Alex.
Yeah.
Because you've met Alex in person. I have not
have
gotten to
not,
meet
right.
Alex in person.
Well, we both saw her in person, but we didn't get
Right, I didn't get an opportunity to
Exactly,
actually,
yeah.
right. So, did I pull this door? Yes, I did. I'll get to hug Alex, which I'm excited about. I've been following Alex for years. Probably even longer than my mom, because I've like chased her around the internet. So that'll be exciting. So I'll probably put some footage of that in here too.
Even as adults, so.
Yeah, we are headed home, and that's all I got. You got anything to say? Did you have fun?
It was wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I'm so excited for her. And it's been a long time coming. I'm so glad we were able to meet.
Right.
It was good. It was good.
All right, see y'all later. I know you lying. I didn't press record. I know you lying. Hold on. Y'all, I had just knew I had pressed record. Then walked from the house to the car, and I had to park for. I was just chitting and chatting, didn't press nothing. Ain't this something? Well, what were you saying, Shelby? Now that you've it's got to be one, baby. So today is October 11th, the year of our Lord Beyonce 2023. And we are going to DC. Like I told you in the last clip. Yesterday I slept most of the day. We were tired, but it was a very good day. It was a very good day. Tuesday night was a very good night. I've been having good days. Tuesday was like the first time that I've been out and about all day since being sick, which is giving me hope, because we are going to Rhinebeck. I'm not going to vlog Rhinebeck at all. Please don't get any ideas, because that's going to be a lot, and we're going Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But yeah, it was a really good day. So I'm super excited about us going to DC. We are taking the train. From us, it's like a 3-hour ride. So I'm out and about. It's 8:08 right now. We don't have to be at the train station until 1:30ish or so. Our train doesn't leave until like 2:19 or something like that. So I'm running to Target right now, which I'll take you to Target with me, to grab some stuff for Gunner. I want to grab a hand sanitizer to put in my bag. excuse me, I want to grab some wipes, tissues for Mom and I. Mom wants gum, and then like toys for Gunner, and just to grab a couple things. So I'll take you guys to Target with me. Reading update, because so I get really self-conscious when you guys leave comments about things that you don't necessarily like about my channel, and I know that that's probably not like the best. I should just be confident in what I post, but I am human. I am human first before I am anything else, and I feel bad. So I remember someone left a kind of, you know, not so nice comment and was like, less of the vlogs and more of the books. So here's the book update to appease the naysayers. I finished Teach Me by Alexandria House. I will try to remember to put the cover of that book on the screen. I listened to the audiobook. So if you guys have Audible, one, I need to figure out how to get them to sponsor me. Two, if you guys have Audible, there is a section in the Discover Me, like a little tab that says like included with subscription, and it's a bunch of books that are free. They don't remain free forever. I believe Teach Me by Alexandria House is free or included with your subscription until October 26th. I absolutely loved it. So it was, I think I told you a little bit about how it was a professor, and she was dating a student, her previous student or whatever. Everybody was consenting adults. She's 29, he's 36. He's a retired NFL player, and he decided to go back to school because he has kids. He wants to set good examples for them. Maybe they describe him as tall, dark, and his dreads touch the back of his thighs, baby. Spicy. It's not the spiciest book that I've read, I feel like, but the spice is spicing. If you are in, so this is the part that I couldn't say because my mama was standing in the doorway of the car. If you are into any sort of BDSM, dom, sub type things, that is what their dynamic is, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot because that's my jam. So it was good. I will say, and I didn't talk to y'all about this before, because I don't want to recommend the books that I'm saying. Like what I'm about to say, I don't know that I recommend y'all to read it. So if I talk about it and it sounds intriguing to you, and then you go on to read it, you on your own, baby. I tried to told you, okay? So I think me reading dang near all of Ashley Antoinette's books, I didn't read Moth to a Flame, which I probably should have if I wanted to follow the series correctly, but I read the entire Ethics series and I read the entire Butterfly series. Traumatized. The things that happened in that book caused me to cringe a little bit, because I thought that Teach Me was going to be traumatic, and I'm using the word traumatic to describe the things that happened in Ethic and in the Butterfly series, because they are traumatic. Okay. So I was on edge, but I absolutely loved it. I started the second one in that series, so there are 3 books in the Romy University series. Teach Me, Touch Me, Tempt Me, I think the last one is. So now I'm reading Touch Me. I'm only on like chapter 2 or 3, but for the train ride, I'm gonna finish Trinity. I've been like lagging through the second half of the book, not because it's bad, but because it was making me a tiny bit sad. In the way that watching history repeat itself does. So the section that I'm on in Trinity now is the son. And much like his father, he became a Marine. And I'm past him at war. And I think I'll be okay now. I think I'll be okay to finish through it. I think I have less than 100 pages, if I remember correctly. Or about 100 pages, something like that. I'm 3 hours should be enough for me to finish it. It should be enough for me to finish it. All else fails, I'll get the audiobook and listen to the rest of the book. But I don't know yet. But I think I can finish it. Or maybe I have like 140 pages left, or 120 pages. So yeah, I feel like the train ride, at least the train ride 2, I can put a dent in that. All else fails, I'll finish it tomorrow. But this week I'm finishing Trinity because I want to get into Unsettled, and I want to read James McBride's new book before Let Us Descend comes out, because I don't want anything interrupting my time with the new Jesmyn Ward book. Okay, now that I'll probably do a reading vlog for, but I'll keep that on the hush. But yeah, I want to be able to sit with Let Us Descend because I've heard amazing things about it so far. I'm sad that I did not get an arc of it, but I understand why I didn't get an arc of it, because I had stopped creating content. So I totally understand, but I would have loved to receive it in the mail. I also found out yesterday that Walter Mosley has a new sci-fi book out, and nobody told me nothing. Nothing. They didn't tell me anything. Did not tell me anything. Nothing. How dare they? How dare they? So this weekend I'll probably go grab that. Oh, and I received the audiobook arc of The Reformatory by Tanana Reed Dew, which comes out on Halloween. So I'll probably do a review for that too. I'm not sure just yet. But I plan to start listening to that too. All of these books I will put in my Amazon storefront if you want any of them, or if you would like to pre-order them, that'll be your way to do it. I dang near done talked to y'all on my whole ride down to the dang Target. That's fine. This is probably gonna be a long vlog, y'all. And I'm gonna do the book review at the end. But I want to make sure that I have like good clips of everything and all that kind of stuff. So I'm super excited. Yeah. See y'all on Target.
Why every shopping cart I picked, including this one, is loud. It's all jacked. And it's nice and quiet. And the Target. The key to Target or like Walmart. I don't go on Walmart, but the key to Target and Walmart is to come in here as soon as they open. As soon as 8 o'clock. You need to be here 8:15 the latest. You get what you need and you go on about your business. I don't even remember what I need no more. I really can't wait until the girl is old enough for these things. I can't wait until we get doll baby age. I don't mind following rules, but I literally got like a bunch of knickknacks. Go to self-checkout, she like, oh, you got more than 10 items. Like, baby, all this tiny stuff and ain't nobody in here. But whatever.
Okay, I'm back in the car. I had to get a couple gallons of water for Gunner. Tissue is important. Look at this toy I got him. It's a super chewer. by the same people that do BarkBox. They sell their toys in Target. I feel like they sell some of their treats too, but I don't see many. But these are my favorite toys for him. I got him, well, I got me some apple slices and some peanut butter to throw in my bag because I'll need a snack or a few snacks. I got gum. I'm just like separating stuff now so that it's easier in the house. Wipes, Clorox, wet ones, the fragrance free for your hands, and then you can always keep some butt wipes. Just always. And the Clorox wipes, you can wipe down seats and all sorts of things. Purell. I always keep a small deodorant in my bag. You never know when you'll need it. Hand lotion, because I only have like a little body butter situation in my bag right now, and sometimes I just be needing regular lotion. It's funny the stuff that you like run out of when you don't have to go into work every day anymore. Because usually that stuff is like always around. And then a little portable charger that I will charge when I get in the house. Just because I like to have an extra, and I don't know where my other one is. So yeah, I'll charge this for a little bit when I get in the house. And yeah, that's what I got for Target. I also got Gunner some treats, and I'll show you the other toy that I got him also as well. Hold on, let's take it. Hold on. I got him 2 of these. It's like a Pop-Tart. This is his favorite. Well, I don't know if it's my favorite and I just made it his favorite, but he loves it. He plays with it. He don't ignore it. So there's that. And then for these, I can just throw a couple in my bag real quick. And, oh, that's 1. One thing about my mom and I, we always gonna need some tissue. And I'm probably gonna take like 2 of these, and then I have an apple in the house that I can use too. I just want to make sure I have enough, and so that we don't have to spend unnecessary money if we don't have to. Because that is always my thought process. Like, if we ain't gotta spend it, don't. And then yeah, we're pretty much all set. We just need to get on the road a little later. So I'm gonna go in the house and make my breakfast, take my meds, and lay back down. Oh, I also grabbed, I think I threw it down there already, but just a little extra strength Tylenol because I woke up with a headache. Just so that doesn't get out of hand. But that will be that. And honestly, yesterday I went to the store and I bought some steak. There's another steak in the fridge, so I might put that in the oven for lunch, because Mom and I can split it. It's like it's a decent size steak. So I'll probably do that and some broccoli for my lunch before we go. And yeah, that'll be that. So see y'all once we headed to the train station. Good afternoon. We are gonna sit in the car and wait for, oh, you got your key? Okay. We are going to sit in the car and wait for the Uber to get here. If I can be honest, I am not feeling the best. I tried to get as much sleep as I could. I don't know that I'll be sleeping on the...
Sorry, I'll be out in like 2 minutes.
No, I'm not moving. I was just sitting in the car. You're fine. That's so sweet. But yeah, I'm not feeling the best.
But I don't want to tell mom that because I don't want her to be worried. But I got a bunch of sleep. This angling I'm doing right now is not cute. I can tell you that much. But yeah, I'm not feeling good. But we're gonna go and we're gonna have a good time. It's nice. I have my jacket on anyway because sorry, I was looking to see if that was Uber. But she scheduled it on her phone. That's the Uber? Alright, y'all. I love y'all. See y'all soon. We on another escalator. I hate escalators so bad. I was telling him I can't even see you. Oh, there you are. I was saying we on an escalator and I hate escalators. I remember where I got my fear of escalators from, like very distinctly. It was it ain't nowhere to sit out here. It ain't nowhere to sit out here, but I didn't want to sit. It was the Kmart.
What did you say? You said there was no place to sit in there.
Arriving on track 2 is the Amtrak 125 eastbound
I
train
said
number
there's nowhere to sit
174
out
to
here. I
Boston.
didn't want to
Making
sit in
stops at
there.
New York, New Rochelle,
It didn't look like it was
Bridgeport,
anywhere for us
New
to sit.
Haven, Old Saybrook, New London, Westerly, Kingston, Providence, Route 128, Back Bay, and Boston. Please stand back from the yellow line and please watch the gate while boarding the train.
Okay, it was a Kmart. I don't know how old I was.
Oh, right.
But the Kmart had 2 real big escalators. Now, I'm saying real big, but I want you to think, what was I? Maybe like 6, 7?
Might have been younger than that, Shelby, because wasn't that when we went and got
Okay, well, let's wait for the train to go by. Okay, mommy is saying I was about 5. So I need y'all to understand that in 5-year-old brain, those escalators looked like we was going to space. It was mad people on them. Now, it could have maybe been about 20 people. In my mind, it was 100. Okay, you gotta get things down to scale when you're dealing with kids and their fears, because they're little. Everything is not always from your perspective. Like, we up here, I was down there. So,
You look nice today, lady.
thank you.
Excuse me, did you guys help a retired Army veteran with $2 to get the Linden?
I don't have any cash on me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Attention
It's
Newark
okay.
Penn Station passengers. The 150 outbound Northeast Corridor line
So,
of traffic
yeah,
has been canceled.
that's where
See
my
schedules for alternate trains.
fear of escalators comes from. And I remember standing at the bottom and mom was just going up. Like, she was gone. Watch out, mommy.
Sorry.
And I remember there was a guy and he was like, come on, I'll take you to your mom. And I was like, no. And I was just standing at the bottom of the escalator. Then they finally looked back and realized her children wasn't with her. Huh? Uh-huh.
Yeah, 219.
219.
It didn't come yet.
It didn't come yet. So yeah, that's why I'm afraid of escalators. Mom is knitting. Why are you making that face? I said, Mom is knitting. That's what you're doing. You're knitting. I feel a little bit better. I didn't read Trinity because I guess I had like a lapse in memory, but I get motion sick. So reading a physical book on the train was never going to be an option for me. I don't know why I bought my book.
Oh, that's why I got that.
I guess I
just was excited to be going somewhere. So we ain't like gone anywhere for real together in a while. I'm anticipating I'm probably gonna sleep for 24 hours when we do get home. Because my body is like, girl, are we in the outside? What is that? We don't do that. We be in the bed. We take our medicine on time. We eat. We get into bed. But yeah, I think not the next stop, but the next stop after is ours. And yeah, it wasn't bad. I'm like halfway through my book. So, and I dozed here and there. So it hasn't been bad. Another escalator. I don't like that. And people, we are here. Washington, D.C. Y'all, how I'm supposed to leave here with no books? I was just looking at that book, Mommy. Oh, she left me. My mama said so long, does she? So here's my outfit. X-Men shirt, leggings, Uggs, and my jacket.
We're so excited to have you all joining us to celebrate Nicole and her new book, Nothing is Missing, a profound and gripping memoir that shows others how to recognize their own strengths and tells about Nicole's own journey to the discovery that she was worthy all along of the life of her dreams. Our author of the evening is Nicole Walters, who is a former top-selling corporate executive who quit her six-figure sales job in front of 10,000 people, took what she knew, and built a $1 million business in one short year. Now the host of a popular podcast, running a multi-million-dollar business, and an in-demand motivational speaker, Nicole is passionate about teaching everyday entrepreneurs how to own their power and trust that they already have everything they need to succeed. Joining her in conversation is Alex L., who is a New York Times best-selling author, a certified breathwork coach, and a restorative writing teacher living in Maryland with her family. The intention behind Alex's work is to build community and the healing practices through literature and language. Alex teaches workshops, courses, and retreats to assist others in finding their own voices and create clarity in their lives and relationships. Please give a big round of applause for our authors of the evening. And another round. Yay! Oh my goodness! Hey y'all, she's giving hugs. Hello! I'm so glad you made it! Oh my gosh! Wow! Hi y'all! Hi! Hey! Oh my gosh, hi! I know everybody! Yeah. Oh my gosh, how you doing? Hi! Wow! You feeling good? Yeah. These are my friends. Oh my goodness.
Let me just let you take it in for a second.
I know you made me cry. I just started.
We was just talking about face, makeup, hair.
I know. I put on lashes. We can't do that. Let's do it.
Deep breath. Can we give another round of applause?
All these brown faces.
Yes.
Oh,
How are you feeling?
just joyful. My heart is so full. I can't even believe this is real. I have to say, the whole thing is fairly surreal.
Why?
Well, the book came out yesterday.
Woo! Woo!
Happy Hump Day. But what is surreal is that
So I went to Kerry Washington's event. I don't know how many of you either have or have read Thicker Than Water. It's fantastic. She's a New York Times bestseller. We are happy for her. You know, it's wonderful. More Black women on the list, right? We love that, you know? Being completely transparent, over the past 3 years, it's been a doozy. And I think that's something that a lot of people can relate to. For the past, oh wait, hi everyone online. Also, hey y'all. I could not hug you, virtual hugs. I see you, virtual hugs. So, over the past 3 years, it's been a doozy. 3-4 years. I think that, no, it doesn't matter, you know, what our individual pandemic experience was. It's just been a lot. You know, whenever some collective trauma happens that unseats us from what we think the world's gonna be, and we have expectations around goals, we're all kind of turned upside down. And there's an element of feeling like we're supposed to get back to what was, you know, rather than accepting that things have just changed, it's different, and we need to operate under that new norm. And what happened was, for me during that time, I was forced to stay still for the first time in a very long time. And I can have that conversation with y'all here because y'all saw me running. You know what I mean? A lot of you who've known me for the past like 10 years, seriously, some of you really know me for that long, you know how I was moving, doing all the things, like really just busy. Hey! I don't mean to! Why am I like this? I don't mean to. But it's like, it really, you know, so pocket this, I'll get back to it in a second. You know how people always say that your wedding and your funeral are the only times you're going to be surrounded by everyone you love? Like, what a blessing it is that that's not the case for me. Amen. You know, in just 10 days, I am going to be around and in rooms of people that I love and that love me, truly love me. I know this because of my DMs, the messages, the prayers, the scoldings that I've received, you know, that I know. And I get to do that 7 times. Like, what world is this, you know? So Nothing Is Missing is literally this, you know, it's realizing that here I was placing joy on a pedestal after being exhausted from running like crazy, you know, for 8 years, trying to build a business, be a mom, do all the things, and finally saying, you know what am I chasing? Like, what hole am I trying to fill? What validation am I trying to seek? You know, what attention do I need? You know, is it something that I am feeling is a gap that's missing? You know, is it a relationship gap? Is it a mom goal gap? You know, a person or a vision of what I need to be? And in conclusion, nothing's missing. You know, plot twist, spoiler alert. You know what I mean?
You have everything you need.
I have everything I need, and that truly means that in each moment, if I can find myself present and happy and joyful in that moment, it is sufficient. You know.
I don't want to make you cry. Hold on, I'm trying to. I want to talk.
I'm good. These people have all seen me cry. Every one of them. In bathtubs, in my car, you know, on a sidewalk, on beaches, in person. So yeah, no, they're familiar.
So I want to talk about the season of life that you're in and what is giving you moments of pause to celebrate yourself. The reason why I'm asking is because I think a lot of us are in this space of go, go, go. We're in this space of, okay, that happened, cool, next. We don't give ourselves the space, the grace, the time, the energy to pause and really be with the things that are important and deserve our celebration. So, talk about that.
Okay, so the short answer is I changed the people in the room. And it's hard to say because we all know I'm talking about my divorce. And that's not comfortable to talk about yet, you know, in a big way, because it was unexpected. You know how things are unexpected, like you always know, but you think you can still, you know, and so I knew, you know, when we reached a finality, you know, when it was clear that there wasn't anything else I could do, you know, like, I mean, there's always stuff you can do, you know, but it's like where I had to reserve something for myself and my children so that I could continue. But when I changed the people in the room, first when I acknowledged I was willing to be by myself because that would be better than the room I was in, which is like, and it makes me sad that so many of you understand. Like, but that, you know, and then I was like, oh, I could get different people in the room, and I started adding them back one by one. And I realized that celebration occurs with the right people around you. Like, you're not in a position where you'll forget. You know, and all of you remember graduation. You know what I mean? Like, for those of you who've done my courses and experiences, you know, you don't have a choice. We're going to celebrate. You know what I mean? Like, where you are and what you are. And people don't know this, but before I started this tour, I wasn't going to do anything to really celebrate. Because I always thought of celebration as a conclusion, you know, not a process thing or even stage driven. It was sort of, you make it to the end and then you're permitted, almost as if I had to earn the celebration. And one of my good friends who's also an author was like, oh no, we need to have an author dinner. And I said, you better name it like it's a thing. Like, I love it. I receive it. You know what I mean? Like, okay, author dinner. Yeah, let's do it. You know, I don't know what that is. So we had this author dinner, and we invited just like 15 people. And, you know, at the table we had Grammy winners. This is not a flex at all. Trust me, I'm at the table like, oh shoot, I'm the author. You know, I was like, you know, I'm trying to like make sure I look right. Like, I don't even know what I'm doing, you know. They're like, what type of wine do you want? I was like, white. They were like, Chardonnay. You know? I was like, you know what? Whatever you think is oaky. Like, I don't know. So, but either way, you know, I mean, we had like Olympians, Grammy winners, like all these people that she knew at this table, and because she was like, no, you have to understand, you wrote a book. That is a celebration. Not the tour, not how many people show up in the room during the tour, not the list, not any of that. You wrote a book for your babies. For the rest of your life, they will, and rest of their lives, they will have a piece of you wherever they go. And I was like, oh, like, I get it. I can celebrate at every meal for the rest of my life. I can toast to this part.
Guys, it's my best friend.
Oh, it's a video. Ah,
It is a video. Is that the Uber?
she came down to see me.
Yes, I did.
Why do I look like a weeble?
I don't know. All right, y'all. Today was absolutely amazing. I am still not feeling the absolute best, but we are waiting to board our train to head home. I got some books. I'll show you guys that before I do the review for Nicole's book. I got a few more clips. If you're watching this, you already seen all of that. But I tried to be as present as possible. That's something that I'm trying to work on, being in the moment. So I got a few more clips. So I'll work on that and editing and stuff over the weekend. But we had a good time. I'm glad we came. Mom is standing online. I came to sit down because I'm starting to feel woozy. But yeah, it was a good day. Both events were amazing. The book is amazing. And thank you for watching the vlog portion of this video. The next thing you should see is me in front of my bookcase. So you can probably barely see us. And I lied when I said the next time that y'all saw me, it would be in front of my bookcase. Because we are stuck on the train and there is no power. They have no updates or an estimated delay.
The update was that they don't have an update.
Right. The update to the update was they don't have an update. I'm probably gonna cry when we get off the train finally.
Is he alert? Yeah, and he is nowhere.
But everybody's safe, nobody's hurt. It's just a waiting game. Hopefully we will be home soon.
Yeah.
So they pulled us backwards to Philadelphia, and now we're waiting for them to fix the train. About 15 minutes ago, they gave us a 20-minute departure time. So we should be home in about 2 hours, which will probably be around like 4 or 5 a.m. By the time we get to Penn Station, get in an Uber, get to the house, walk the dog. I'm never getting on the train. I'm never leaving my dog again. I'm never getting on the train again. This is ridiculous. Y'all, being stuck on that damn train last night, baby. Ooh, my nerves was bad, but we made it through. My mom and I made it through. We got home around like 5 a.m. Gunner was completely fine. Completely fine. We woke him up when we came in the house and he was looking at us like, why is y'all making all that noise? Don't you see I'm sleeping? So that warmed my heart. I was glad that he was okay. And yeah, so before I get into the book review for Nothing Is Missing, I want to show you guys the books that I got from the bookstore that the event was at. So the event was at East City Bookshop, and as y'all saw, it was such a cute bookstore. I only got 3 books. 2 of them are duplicate copies because I don't know where my copies are. So first I have Moon in the Mars by Kia Corthron. This is a historical fiction. I'll just read the back of it. A historical novel of the American Civil War period set mostly in New York's Five Points neighborhood. Moon in the Mars recounts the coming of age of the young Theo Brooke, a half-black, half-Irish girl who zigzags between her black and Irish family's tenements and her aunt's home in the black community of Seneca Village. I love a family saga. It takes place in New York. Y'all know I love a historical fiction, so I got that. I am learning about myself that I prefer big books in paperback. They're easier to manage to me. This got decent flop to it. It's not as, I don't know, them hardcover books be real hard. They be hard, especially when it's like, that's almost 600 pages. I showed y'all the Books of Jacob. This is a 1,000-page book. This is a weapon. I can harm somebody or myself with this. So I definitely prefer big books in paperback. I think my favorite paperbacks are the Orbit paperbacks. I don't have one to show you right now that I can reach because they're all the way down there. But the Orbit paperback books are the best. Next, I got Dawn by Octavia Butler because my book bestie Jess is currently reading this. I started this a while ago. Don't know where my copy is. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm probably going to buy another one because I'm just going to buy this trilogy all together and I'm going to read it. When I started this, I was thoroughly enjoying it, but something else came out that I wanted to read first. So I'm gonna dive into this very soon, actually, because I want to read through that series. Next, I am so excited about this book. I had no idea that it was coming out. I don't read fantasy. Not that I don't read fantasy. I don't read sci-fi often, but this particular author is a automatic buy for me. He's on my list of people that if they wrote their to-do list down on a McDonald's napkin, I would buy it. This is Touched by Walter Mosley. This actually came out August 10th, and I had no idea. I saw no press for it. I saw nothing for it. I have seen him at some events recently, and I guess I should have taken heed that meant
there was something coming. I didn't tell y'all what Dawn was about. Let me go backwards. Dawn is about Lilith. Lilith Ayepo wakes up from a deep sleep. She finds herself aboard a vast spaceship, haunted by confused memories of a nuclear war that ravaged the Earth. She discovers that she is being held by the Onkali, a seemingly benevolent alien race that intervened in the humans' race's extinction, rescuing the survivors from their ruined planet and placing them in a coma-like sleep for centuries. So both of these are sci-fi. Octavia Butler and Walter Mosley will get me to read sci-fi. That's all I'm gonna say about that. This is actually sounds very similar to Dawn. Excuse me. So it says intergalactic visions, deadly threats, and explosive standoffs between mostly good and completely evil converge in a dystopian fantasy that could only be conceived by Walter Mosley, one of the country's most beloved and acclaimed writers. I am obviously tired. Being on that train all night wore me thin. Woo. But blessed to be safe. Excited to be here. Nobody was harmed or anything like that. So we're all good. I'm just exhausted. And now, what I would like to say, Nicole, if you are watching this, I love you. And I am so, so proud of you. And I am extremely proud to get to say that I know you. So I learned about Nicole, and I learned to love Nicole through my mother, right? Through the eyes of my mother. I followed her on social media. I fell in love with her babies. I watched her show. Like I loved her through my mother, right? Because I'm the type of person, oh, my mama love you. Oh, you my cousin now. That's all I need. You know, until you prove otherwise, and then you got to go carry your ass. But listening to her book, I learned to love her for myself. Okay. So Nicole Walters released her very first book, her memoir, Nothing is Missing. She is absolutely beautiful on this cover, isn't she? And Nothing is Missing, she tells her life story, from being a child of immigrant parents and living in poverty. She talks about, which I love. You guys know that I talk about generational trauma a lot and how that affects us throughout our lives, right? Generational trauma affects the decisions that you make. It affects how you raise your children. It affects the jobs that you pick. It affects how you run your business. It does all these things, and we just don't talk about it enough. She talks about that in this memoir, how some of her thought processes come from trauma that, you know, her father put on her, and watching her mother. Like, there is so reflective, right? Which I think is important. But the other thing that I loved about this book is she takes you on this journey through going to an Ivy League school, college, working in corporate America and working her way up that ladder, right? And the things that taught her, that she was able to teach other people, her becoming a mother, like how all of these things led up to her being the woman that she is today. I think often we start things and we think that it's just going to be good, and those things could be business, it could be deciding to have a baby, it could be marriage. We just assume that these things are going to be good and that they're just going to work, right? And then they don't. And failure can beat us up a lot of the times, because life hasn't prepared us for that. Life has prepared us for nothing really. Life has prepared us for nothing really. No, I think we don't often talk about the grieving process of failure and learning how to get through that, right? Her book talks about that. I think the other thing, which you guys probably have seen in the clips that I posted from both book events, I'm recording. I'm gonna leave that in there because life. What you guys saw from both book events, she just is, she figured out her worth, right? She figured out what she needed to get through life and to, you know, to make a decision to come up, to show up as yourself. But I also enjoy the balance that she talks about, because she doesn't only just talk about the good times. She also talks about where, you know, she had a speaking event, it didn't go the way she wanted it to go, and then, or something prior to the event happened that, you know, threw a monkey wrench in things, and she was freaking out, right? And that's what it's like to be a Black woman in business, or a Black woman in life in general. I don't know, man. It was so, I think I needed this book. I needed this book. I needed it, right? As somebody that is working towards, Gunner got bubble wrap. As someone that is working towards rebuilding her business and unlearning perfectionism and thinking that everything is just supposed to go the way that I intend for it to go, it felt good to see or to know that I'm not struggling by myself, that I don't have all the pieces to the puzzle, and that I maybe never will have all the pieces to the puzzle, and that doesn't make me any less worthy of the things that I'm going after. And even if I don't have the pieces to those puzzles, to that puzzle now, I'm gonna get them eventually. It's okay. It's just a phenomenal book. It really is so inspiring. You're gonna cry, you're gonna laugh. It was so good. It was so good. I'm probably going to read it again because I listened to it the first time, but I'm probably gonna like read it and just go back and take my own notes and so on and so forth. But I highly recommend this book. It's 5-star read. It is a 5-star read. You need to I think you need to read this, specifically if you are a Black woman in business, right? You are a Black woman entrepreneur, you're a mom, you're a wife, and you're trying to do all the things. I highly suggest you read this book and read it like immediately. Okay. Some other things that I really liked about this book is that she is a woman of God, but I feel like when influencers and celebrities get book deals, it often feels like the people give them like a template, right? Specifically for memoirs, and this didn't feel that way to me. I also feel like a lot of like celebrity influencer memoirs are very God forward, and Nicole makes it very clear that, like, listen, God is a part of my life. I'm not gonna try to convince you about God, but God is a part of my life. And it doesn't feel like that overwhelming, like, oh, I'm reading this book and you gonna make me go down to the place and get baptized tonight. It doesn't feel that way. Don't be alarmed. It doesn't feel that way. I promise. Because those things personally make me uncomfortable. Because I feel like your relationship with whoever or whatever you believe in, okay? If it's a statue of Buddha in your house and that's who you believe in, or you got a little a Tickle Me Elmo plushie down to the house and that's what you believe in, that's your business. I feel like it's a very personal relationship, and that's up to you. Who are me to tell you what to do? But I like that it wasn't so like, you know, oh, you need God to do, but it was more of how, like, you know, her relationship with the religion and with God evolves as she evolves. And I think that's an important note too. Something to think about in just life in general. Your things and ideas and the things that you believe in are always going to evolve with you. At least they should. You should never be the same as you were. Excuse me. So it is inspirational. Again, you're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry. You are gonna walk away feeling like you have a new friend. I promise you that is how you're going to walk away after reading this book. It is so good. I highly recommend the audiobook. If you are like me and you kind of delve in between both reading formats, the audiobook is amazing because she's reading it. So it feels like, it doesn't even feel like a podcast to me. It felt like I was just sitting listening to my friend talk about her life. That's what it felt like. Like we were on the phone and she was like, okay, friend. So yeah, when me and Josh started dating, this and that happened, and then the kids came along and like this happened and that happened, and yeah, when I was this age, my daddy did this, and you know, all of these things. It's so good, y'all. And I'm not even being biased. Like I prefaced this with, I learned to love Nicole through my mom, and now I got to love her for myself. So again, Nicole, if you're watching this, I love you. You are truly amazing, and you are an inspiration to so many women, not just now, but you have left your footprint. If this is the only book you ever wrote, you have left your footprint. You have left your power. You have left a piece of yourself with us that can't be taken away. Can't be. So yeah, go buy my friend's book. If you would like to support me in any way, shape, or form, I have the Amazon storefront link in the underneath a bar. Go down to the underneath a bar and click the link and get whatever books I've mentioned in this video or previous videos. If no one has told you today, I love you. You are kind, you are smart, you are important to me, if to nobody else. Okay, love you, bye.